All right, so we're going to talk about different ways and from different finishes to different ways that we can CNC. And we're going to use, I just was originally going to use a graphic, but I'm actually going to use a text and then do maybe a separate lesson on the graphic itself. So the first board that we're going to use is this board. So this does happen to be a 12 by 3.5. That's 3/4 of an inch thick. So anytime we set our file up, we need to make sure that we are setting our file to the same board that we're going to be using, and that our datum is in the bottom right-hand corner, left-hand corner, and click OK. So I am going to do a text example, but I'm going to talk about, I'll say, more details in the text maybe than we did before. So I'm simply going to do Martin. I try to always find something that I can use, so I might just use this as a pass that I send with students. Sometimes I don't, but so if you want to change your text type, you do usually need to highlight it to get it to update, and then hit apply. Okay, I think I liked the other one better, so I'm going to come back, select my text, go back to my text tool, and come back up to this one. When we want to center our text, we're going to use F9 or function F9. Now, here's where I want to go into a more advanced example. I like this text. I basically like the size of this text. I am going to have to make it just a little bit smaller because it's coming off of my page here and here. I have two ways that I can make it smaller. I can make it smaller by going back to the text tool, or by simply using my transform box and bringing it down. But what I don't like when I do that is I would like it to take up just a little more space right to left. And especially like right here, I feel like it's a little cramped together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the text, and I'm going to go to Convert Object to Curves. And now I can edit the spacing, or I should be able to edit the spacing. What did Mrs. Martin do wrong? Well, maybe I chose the wrong option. I was wrong. I thought I had to edit it or change it to curves first. I don't. I'm going to go right to edit text spacing. So the plus sign is going to make it closer. If I hold down, well, it's a keyboard command. My goal is to space the text apart. So I'm going to hold my shift key down. I thought it changed to a minus, but I guess it doesn't. I'm paying attention, so I only did one click between them. I like this spacing. I'm pretty good. I might add another one there. I'm going to add several there, and here, and here. I might take one out of them. Oh, that's not doing. So I think I like that better. I just think that is more visually appealing. Now, this text, when I V-carve it, will be, I'll say probably a medium in terms of our depth. So I'm going to pull my toolbar out. I'm going to select my vector, and I'm going to go to V-carve. I'm using a 60-degree bit, and I'm simply going to do a calculate and a play. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to prep our board in two different ways. We're going to prep the first board, we're going to burn the board, and then carve it so you can see that look. The next board, and I'm going to have to change the size just a little, we're going to carve that board, then we're going to burn the letters and try to sand the top off. So we have two different visuals, okay? So I'm going to pause this. All right, so while a student is prepping the first board, I am going to edit this to fit our next board. So there could be a time that you're doing a design, that you're going to use the same design, but you're going to do it on a different size board. So the length of this board is only 10.5. So to change that, I'm going to go to Edit, Job Size and Position. And I am going to update my width. When I go back to New, I'm going to do my F9 again to center it. And you know what? I'm going to bump that up just a little so the M isn't quite as far down. And I'm going to run in, oh shoot, you know what Mrs. Martin did? What didn't I do, guys? Oh no. Now I went too far. Huh. Well, we'll be okay. I didn't save the first copy. It's not a big deal. So I'll recalculate this one. File, save as, sample, 10.5. You never want to use a period or a decimal point in a file name. Sample, CNC, burn. Save. So now, file, job size and position. I'm going to make this a 12. Hit OK, hit OK. I am going to select F9, recalculate all, hit OK. I'm going to move that up just a little. Hang on one sec. Recalculate all, file, save as, and I'm just going to change this to 12. And now we have both of them. So in terms of the recording, we're going to run these in the shop, and then I will put graphics up of what each of them look like. As a review, one thing we want to make sure we always remember is that when we're saving the toolpath, we are not doing a file save as. We are going to the save the toolpath icon. We want to make sure we're working with the ShopBot Arcs Inch. If you have multiple toolpaths, which we'll talk about at another time, you'll want to make sure this is checked. We only have one. It doesn't hurt that it's checked. Save toolpath. Make sure you are saving on the flash drive, and then give your file a good name. So this is the 12 CNC burn example. Save. And then I'm going to do a file. Here was our 10.5. Oops. So remember, toolpath to save, we're going to this icon. Save. Make sure we're on the right one. And this is the 10.5. And never use, I said 10.5, but never use a decimal point or a period in a file name.